Hey guys, just want to show you how to draw a few shapes here for your final project. I'm going to show you a circle real quick. So the equation for a circle is x squared plus y squared equals the radius squared. So whatever the radius might be. And I'm going to add a slider for r. So notice when this gets bigger, the circle gets bigger. And look, if I say r is 2, then the equation for x squared plus y squared equals r squared would be x squared plus y squared equals 4, because 2 squared is 4. Anyway, I can take either of these circles, and let's see what I can do to grow it. If I change r, oh yeah, the bigger I make this number, the bigger my circle is going to be. Whoa, so I can do a bunch of different circles that way. I'm going to keep this at 4, but what I'm going to try to do is shift this thing left and right. This is basically how you shift things left and right, up and down, for almost any of these functions. If you know you're going to shift it left and right or up and down, put parentheses around the variables. If I want to move things left and right, I'm going to add or subtract something to x here. So notice if I add to x, it's going to go leftward. If I subtract from x, it's going to go rightward. If I want to add to y or subtract from y, it's going to be the same. If I subtract 2, it's going to go up. If I subtract 3, it's going to go up even more. If I add 5, it's going to go down. I could shrink this again if I want, or do any number of different things with it. But that's how you take a circle, and that's how you move it in different directions. Now let's look at an ellipse, guys. An ellipse is just a lopsided circle. So here's an equation for a circle. I can change whatever to make the circle bigger or smaller. With an ellipse, you usually want to keep this at 1. And you want to change things here. If you want to make it lopsided, you're going to have to divide that by something. Whoa, look at it. That just made it lopsided. So if I change this, it looks like it's going to make it lopsided more left to right. So I don't know, let's say I want an ellipse like that, and let's say I wanted to actually stretch it up and down. Then I would change the thing under the y square. So if I put 8 there, 9 there, 10 there, 11 there, what if I put 11 down there and 11 down here? Oh, we get a circle again because the lopsidedness got canceled out because these numbers are both the same. And if I wanted to shift this left or right, I could do that. I'm going to make it an ellipse again, so make it lopsided. But this is a way to do certain shapes and certain designs like that involve an ellipse. Guys, let's see now if we want to chop something off. Let's say we want to chop this ellipse off like this. But if I use a normal restriction, if I say y, I don't know, y is greater than 2, it chops it off vertically. And if I do x is greater than -2, say, chops it off, or x is greater than -2. That chops it off this way. What if I want to chop it off diagonally, though? That's a tough situation. First of all, let's draw the line that we want to chop it at. So let's say we want to chop it here. I know that line is going to have a negative slope, and it's going to be y equals mx plus b. So let's use sliders just to figure out what the line would be. Okay, so I know the slope has to be negative, and then b, let's say I want to cut it right here. So the equation of the line I want to use to cut is y equals -1x plus 0.2. So that's the line that I'm using to cut. I'm going to get rid of this because I have it right down here. So -1x plus 0.2. If I wanted to move it up a little bit, I could do that. But I'm going to keep it right here. I'm going to use this as my restriction. So I'm going to plug in this. And then I'm going to say, I only want the pieces where y is greater than that. And then I'll get just this part of the ellipse. And then I could always hide this if I don't want that anymore. But I can use that as kind of a guide, almost like to cut, just like you would with a scissors or something where you line up something to cut. And if I wanted to chop the other direction, I could do y is less than, and I'll get that part of the ellipse. Also, if I want to color in an ellipse or a circle, I do less than 1